Well, good evening, everybody. Hey, mods. Hey, Pat Jonas. Hey, Megan. Megan, I went live for you, girl. I saw your post asking. Well, now I'm embarrassed. Megan, you did ask, right? I commented on it, but now I'm like, what if it wasn't Megan? I think it was Megan. Hey, babe. Hey, Donna Cooper. Oh, you're doing cleaning? Good for you. I've been doing that myself. Hey, Tammy. Tammy, I'm sorry that you've had a rough day. That's horrible. Hopefully, the end of the week helps. Maybe not. Hey, Joanne Hawley, Whidbey Island hippie girl, Puka Vista, Diana H. What a kind thing to say, Tammy. One last thing I want to say is thank you, Reese, for having a positive space I can come to and feel better. Don't thank me. It's really the people here that make it positive. I come in here all the time and complain like a damn wrecking ball. So, Tammy, I would say let's just take a minute to thank everybody for making it. It's not just that it's positive, it's safe. We don't judge here. Like all of those things make it pretty amazing. But thank you for saying that, Tammy. Hey, Mimi, West Coast Fancy Nancy, Lori Helker. Hey, babe, I've missed you. Wow, it's good to see you. Okay, it was Megan. Hey, Rhonda McNeil, Meredith Lynn, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, babe, Gemini Girl, MLG Gamer. Hey, Trixie. Oh, I'm glad that you made it back again. April, Trixie, I think you texted me. I have like 30 text messages I haven't answered, and you're one of them. I'll get back to you, I promise. Hey, April Thomas. I'm sorry that you're sick. Jeez, that sucks. I've been really washing my hands a lot when I go out in public, like extra. Hey, Liz Tricks, Just Joan, Linda. Hey, Karen Doll, Jamie Palmer, Renee B. Eric's here, Lumen, Patty Cake, Debbie Zito. I'm so glad you're here, Megan Roberts. Seriously, I don't have a whole lot of a topic. I felt kind of bad about it when I saw your post, but I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it. Aspire to inspire. Sometimes I was going to go live anyway, but sometimes Fridays can be weird. You guys know this. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays are weird. They just, people are busy. People have a life. So I don't always know that I should be here or shouldn't be here. But then I know there's still a handful of people that wait for it and expect it and look forward to it. So I'm like, do it for them. If not everybody can show up, at least a few of us can, right? That's what it's about. Community, connection. Hey, Yawn. Hey, Wanda, ignore the message from me. Okay, I will. I didn't know I had one. Did you just send? Oh, you just sent it. I see. Hey, Marie Marion, Angie Mo, Wendy. I'm thinking about you today a lot. Reese and everyone, glad you're on. Hopefully it's a long stream. Wendy, I just, guys, Wendy had to put her cat down last night, and we all, it happened after the stream last night, and she said that she heard her cat meow this morning. I've had that happen too. Oh my God, I have to sneeze. Okay, this is the third stream in a row. That's weird. I never sneeze on stream, and this is the third one in a row. In the first few minutes, I have to sneeze. That's weird. Wendy, yeah, she heard her cat this morning after she had put her cat down. I've had that happen. I know many people have had that happen. I just want you to know I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're going through it. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going through it. And I'm terribly sorry. We are here for you, though. Oh, hey, babe. I thought you were asleep. You were taking a little nappy. I didn't want to disturb you. Well, thank you for being here, babe. Pat, it was great. And thanks for asking. Hey, DNV. Hey, Anita Card. I don't know. Honestly, Tommy's been, Renee B, Tommy's been doing several, like 2 streams a day. And so I haven't wanted to push that. We will do one eventually, but I haven't even asked about it. I mean, obviously, I just got back this week. Thank you, Patty Cake. Hey, Abigail. Just as I am. Hey, Ewa. I hope you're doing better today, Ewa. I think about that, Diana H. I always look forward to it. I don't have much going on in my life. I think about that. I know that. So I'm like, I often, when I think I'm not going to do a stream, you're the first person I think of is Diana H. Joanne Hawley is one of them because she's always here. Abigail's typically here. There's a lot of you that are almost always here. And then there's a bunch of you too, where I'm like, wow, I haven't seen you all week. Like Lori Helker. It's just, I don't like to leave you guys hanging. I really don't. Hey, Lenora Gray, I hope you had a nice birthday. I don't feel like I saw you on your birthday. Wanda Parks, I love this hat. I just recently got it from a local company here that I buy their jeans from. I've been purchasing their jeans forever. They're not cheap by any means, but they're all handmade, hand stitched, made in America. And the reason I buy their jeans, I probably have 3 pairs. I do have 3 pairs that I've had for years, but they will fit them for you. So they tailor them in the store. So we all know I have a 25-inch inseam. So they will hem them and fit them and all of that. It's called Imogene and Willie. And I really liked this hat. I really, really liked it. I got it before Christmas. Thanks, babe. Hey, Jamie Palmer. Yeah, Wendy, I know. I know you're going through it. I can feel it from here. I really can. Some of you, I can really feel stuff from all the way over here. I can. Hey, Stella. I'm only awake because my in-laws just called. They have a flood. They need to stay here tonight. Always a drama. Sounds like YouTube. Just kidding. Am I? Stella, I'm sorry that that happened. But every time I see you in here, I get excited to see you. And I think about how adorable your father is and how he's doing better. And I'm really happy about that. But I am sorry about your in-laws and the flood. Hey, Eric. Hey, Kim's Whims. Yeah, it's been a rough week. Hey, Lumen. No, that's a good question though, Lumen. There is no cat litter in here now that we don't have Finn anymore. I had a cat box in here for Finn, but no, the cat litter boxes are in a totally different side of the house. But I've been having breathing problems. And I think ever since I got back, actually, and it's like 65 degrees here every day. So I'm wondering if something's growing. I am very susceptible to allergies as I grow and get older for whatever reason. And it's the worst thing I can think of. Oh, Puka Vista. I was thinking about that you were going to do that the first week of January. Okay. I love to hear that. I'm glad you had it done. And I hope we'll hear about it in the Zoom call. Hey, Kat. I think I'm behind. Yep, sure am. Patricia's here. Okay. Thank you for telling us. Still crying a lot, but getting better. I'm just happy to see you, babe. You hop in whenever you feel like you feel safe to do that. We're here for you every time. I love you, Lori Helker. I hope you're in the Zoom call, but don't feel pressured. Twyla's here. Nice. You had a good birthday. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin 80. I'm obsessed with your jewelry. I would kill to go through your collection, especially the necklaces. You don't want to know. First of all, thank you. Thank you. I do pride myself on my jewelry. Jewelry is pretty much my favorite thing to buy. I don't care about clothes anymore. I don't care about purses at all. I'd like to get rid of some of my purses. I love shoes, but I've got a lot. Jewelry, however, I will buy till the day I die. I love jewelry. And thank you for noticing. I wore all silver today. I never do silver. I kind of worried about it with the gold glasses. But at the same time, that's why if you notice, I did this silver chain with a gold pop little thing here. Thank you for noticing. I like mixing metals anyway. And this year I want to do more silver. I don't wear silver very often, but I thought cute with the gray shirt. Probably too much information. I probably stretched that too far. But Caitlin, since you brought it up, I love talking about jewelry. I'd love to go through our jewelry here, but I don't want to get all the hate. And sometimes I get tired of the hate. I don't want to bring it on myself. Abigail, I love you. That is the sweetest thing. Hey, Vicki Andrews, but thank you, Caitlin. Hey, Katie did it. Yeah, that's what I think, Trixie. Is there a vent? Yeah, there's a vent right here on the floor. But Puka Vista, I don't have anything running. I take 2 allergy scripts year round. So every day of my life, I take a Zyrtec and I do Flonase, 1 pump in each nostril, and it still doesn't keep up. When is the next Zoom? It's the last Sunday of the month, Anita Card. Oh, Wanda, I see your text. That's funny. The 25th. Last Sunday of the month. I'd love to see you there, but please don't feel like you need to be there. Don't feel like you need to have a membership. Is your watch set? No, Lord, no. No, but I've never worn this one. Tommy gave me this one a long time ago, and it's, again, silver. It's a little Omega, which is cool. I like how flat it is, and it fits my wrist really nice. It doesn't slide all over the place. A lot of them do. And I thought, how fun with the silver. Thanks for noticing. Hey, Robin Miners. I love layering chains. So do I. Caitlin, you'll almost never see me wearing one necklace ever. I always layer, always layer. Uh, Mittens, getting my braces off in a few months to celebrate. I plan on upgrading my membership to Zoom call status so I can show off your teeth. I love you too, Mittens. That's amazing. Congratulations. I've always been afraid of braces. Always been a little fearful, but good for you. They look painful, but thank you for being a member. Hey, Alana, I've missed you. When are you taking us shopping again? Where do you want to go? Good for you, Robin Miners. Okay, good. I just caught up. Jamie Palmer, I love rings too. I took a gummy, fair warning. That's amazing. They are painful. I'm looking forward to that, Alana. They look painful. Hey, Don Clark. Is there a significance to the cap? No. The website calls it a plus sign. Hey, Don Lori, two different Dons, calls it a plus sign cap. I like it to look at it as a cross. I have these earrings, as you can see, same thing. They're like little plus signs, but they're crosses. So I honestly, I'm really into cross stuff right now. And I'm inspired by it because of my relationship with God, but also I am really excited about crosses because of Diane Keaton. She really excited me with her. I loved her fashion choices. I'm not over her death. I'm going to channel her forever when I can. And she had so many cross necklaces and jewelry. And so I love crosses. I like different shapes of crosses, but I like this short, stubby one. I think it's fun. I see a cross of hope. I love that, Wendy. I will always think of it that way now. Yeah, I love crosses. Yeah, Anita, they look super painful. I love that for you, Erica. That's the best news. Who just had a question? I like to stream in Murfreesboro, but I love Southern Goods. I can do either one. I can go into Judy's store. Somebody had a question and I missed it. Hey, Buffy. Oh, there she is. Kim is Blue. When am I going to stream with Tori? On Monday. I'll be streaming on Tori Magoo's. Oh, I love Diane Keaton. Hey, Holly. Hey, Holly. That reminds me. I thought of you. I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's all beat up, and I never really used it. Hey, Lisa Kelson. But I thought of you today. This is such a cult following lip gloss at its Summer Fridays at Sephora. And I remember it was years ago that I was at a Sephora sale and they talked me into it. And they were like, you have to get this lip gloss. Everybody's buying it and it's sold out. Okay, well, it's still a big deal at Sephora. And I was like, I saw it at Sephora when I was there a couple months ago. And I was like, I should find that stupid lip gloss. Who cares? I was like, I didn't even like it. And now I've been using it. I used it on the airplane. It has no color, but it's butter. Like now I understand. It is, hey, Kestrel, it is so nice. It says lip butter balm, pink sugar. And I think it comes in colors, but Holly, I just wanted to tell you about it because I don't care about lip glosses. I don't wear lip gloss. I wear lip stains. It's Summer Fridays. And I mean, this is old. This is years old. And I just got it out. I've probably used it a couple of times before I did recently. It's vegan. I like that. It's amazing. And I really like it. I just thought I'd tell you. I don't know. It doesn't have a weird taste. It's not sticky and it's very, very buttery. Good for you, Wanda. Yeah, Ingrid's great, Buffy. The War Trace gals. Okay, I actually went there today to War Trace. I got a little something for Christy when I was in Ecuador and I wanted to go give it to her today, but she's not there. I took my mom to Teresa's next door to get popcorn because my mom wanted popcorn. Anyway, I got to see Ellie today. I would be happy to go stream over there. The popcorn lady was out of town. She'll be back next week. I got to go pick some up for my mom anyway. I could do that. I can't do lip gloss. I can't deal with my hair gluing. Yeah, I'm the same, Caitlin. I don't do lip glosses. I never have been a lip gloss person just because I feel like you have to reapply a lot. The only reason I'm kind of excited about this is I like taking a break from color. Sometimes I have no color on my lips. And I like how it kind of, you can see it on my lips. I kind of like that. Gives it a little sheen. I also don't like lip glosses because they either taste weird, they smell weird, or they're sticky. This is not sticky at all. It's like very luxurious feeling, but I'm with you on that. Like your hair blowing into it. I will just say this: I boarded a 17-hour trip from Ecuador to here, and I think I applied this stuff twice. And the whole time, like even when I woke up on the plane, I was like, oh my God, it's still there. It really, really stayed on. Wow. Thanks, Lisa Kelson. Hey, Lacey Silver. So that's the only thing I want to promote about it is it stays on for a long time and it just feels good. I don't know why we're continuing to talk about it. How is my mom? I think she's doing pretty good. I obviously was in Ecuador, so I didn't see her. But I took her today. We went and got a sandwich at the sandwich shop, and I was really pissed because we got it to go, and she got a Reuben, which I've never had a Reuben, and I'll never eat a Reuben. And I got a vegetarian sandwich, like I always do, and they put them in the wrong bags. So I drove all the way home, and my mom calls me, and she's like, "You have my Reuben." I was like, "Ah." So I had to go back up there and take her sandwich to her, which actually ended up being great because I took the dogs with me and let them run. Hey, Kathy Burkhardt. Hey, Shell. So I had therapy today. I don't have much of a topic other than I do want to discuss something about a couple of things. I've never had a Reuben. I'll never eat a Reuben. I'm afraid of a lot of meats. I don't eat that kind of crap. And also sauerkraut scares the ever living out of me. But I'm sure they're good. I have the palate of a 5-year-old, and I really do. It's a real thing for me, and I will not. I'm not. Tommy and I had this discussion while I was in Ecuador, and this isn't a bad topic. Real quick side note: it bums men out. Hey, Karen, it bums. Well, not every man I've been with, but it bummed out Jeff, like upset him, and it Trixie, and it really bothers Tommy that I follow the same set of rules for myself. I don't try anything new. I don't. I am very consistent in my choices of food, and it used to piss off Jeff because Jeff was, as you guys know, he ate herring and cream and oysters, foie gras. He ate the grossest, weirdest foods. And oftentimes we'd go places and I'd be like, I'll have a water and a sugar packet or like a crouton or something, like a cheese cube if you have it. I did try a margarita, but Tommy was kind of the same attitude with me a little bit in Ecuador. He was like, I wish you'd try stuff on. They put it, both of these guys put it back on them. And it was weird. They have nothing else in common other than this. Tommy was like, I wouldn't steer you wrong. Jeff said the same thing to me. He'd be like, why won't you try it? I'm not steering you wrong. Like, I don't love that because I'm like, I just don't want to. And it was a issue. Like, it's been kind of an issue. Like, you've taught yourself what to eat, hard to grow out of it. Also, Lumen, I just know what I like, and I'm not the kind of girl to try new stuff. I'm just not. Now, if you brought me a huge platter of vegetables and said, like, this was my grandmother's vegetable casserole, I'll try it in a heartbeat. But I'm not going to try new meats. I'm not going to try fish. I don't want to try, I'm weird about meat. I'm not going to do it. But it's weird how it bothers other people, like my choices in food. It's not like Tommy got mad at me, but he was like, it's a little frustrating that like you won't try anything. Like you won't even take a bite of it. And I was like, I got mad at him. I was like, why is that frustrating for you? Like, why does that affect you in any way? And he was like, because I'd like to enjoy stuff with you. And I was like, well, we can enjoy other experiences, dude. I don't want to try it. Like, it's to a point where I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I know how I feel about, what did we talk about? What was it? I know. Like, I won't eat hot dogs. I dissected a pig when I was in junior high school, and I never ate a hot dog again. I never did. Now, I've had bacon since. I've never had a hot dog again. Yeah, Renee B. And but I ate at Lucy's in Ecuador. I ate this chorizo dip that she made. And Tommy was like, no, Wendy, I got deli meat at Publix 2 days ago. I get this smoked turkey and I get it like really, really shaved and kind of almost ground up. I'll put that on a sandwich, but I'm not a big meat eater. I'll probably eat meat once a month, if that. And I don't crave it. I crave vegetables. My sandwich I got today was just a pure on vegetable sandwich with some cheese. But he was like, you won't eat a hot dog, but you'll eat chorizo. He was like, they're like from the same. And I said, yeah, I know, but it's just a choice. I don't know what to tell you, but it's weird to me. Specifically, it's weird to me that my food choices and my palate of a 5-year-old bothers people. It's like, I don't, Huxley is the most regimented. I made a whole batch of beef stew in a crock pot yesterday, this big. He hasn't touched it. I was hoping he would, and hopefully he will this weekend. But he eats tuna, he eats chicken, he eats ground beef, hard boiled eggs, a plain Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese, and a protein shake. Huxley is incredibly regimented on what he eats, and he pretty much only takes in water and those 7 items. He is super crazy about his macros. He tracks everything. He eats protein. I'm not offended by it. It sucks that we can't really eat together. Like, he doesn't cook a lot of what I make, so I'm usually on my own. But it's odd to me that it's like, it doesn't bother me. And if anything, I'm happy with his food choices. I would much rather that than him sitting around eating potato chips and Coca-Cola, right? Like, he won't even touch sugar. Like, Huxley is very dead set on his goals to being a certain weight and his body a certain way. And he works out 3 hours a day. I mean, he's really, really regimented and disciplined. Karen, me too. Yeah, it's just, anyway, that's just interesting, and it made me think of it. But I had therapy today. Abigail, thank you for that. Don't be ashamed to admit that you eat hot dogs, Renee B. See, that's the thing, is like, I'm not food shaming people. Now, I guess that's not true. Abigail, thank you for doing that. It's so nice when you guys do that. I wish I had Huxley's discipline too. Huxley blows me away with his discipline. Thank you, Abigail. I don't care what, that's the thing, is like, I'm very much in my lane. I really don't care what you're eating. I don't care how you live your life. I don't care who you choose to love. Like, it doesn't affect me. If it doesn't affect me, I'm sailing through it. I don't care. It doesn't, do you think that my eating habits, I've been married 3 times, have affected the men I've been with more on me? Because I have, as a wife, a lot of times I would try to cook dinner. Do you know how hard it is to do that with meat-eating men? Like, what am I going to eat? I don't eat that. So it was kind of hard for me. I would make a lot of, I remember Fred was kind about it. I would make a lot of casseroles that were non-meat. He'd eat it. Is that Shamey? Bubsy?
I think he's just making noise to make noise.
Yeah, I don't know why he's been really chatty. I think he's just, Bubsy. I wish he would come in. Seamus is enormous.
I guess not.
Bubsy? What's he doing?
Just standing there.
Do you want to bring him in for me?
Sure.
Kestrel, I don't eat as much ice cream as I used to. Bubsy. Seamus is enormous. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Bubby. He's our special boy. Look at how big Seamus is, you guys. He is huge. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, Shameby. He's our special boy, though. You know what I mean by that? He's our special boy. Seamus moves for no one. Seamus is incredibly slow. He doesn't move for you. He doesn't do anything for you. He's not gonna do. I've never seen this cat move quickly. Never once. Shameby. Shameby. You don't usually let me hold you this long, but you have been more cuddly with me lately. Isn't he cute? He's really bushy. A lot of people see food as an experience. I like to try new things, but my husband is incredibly picky. We just compromise. Yeah. Hey, Victoria. Good to see you. I hope that you and your son are doing better. I asked people to say a little prayer for you yesterday. I hope that you're doing better. I'm happy to see you. Hey, Susan. Yeah, everybody's got weird palates, to be honest. Am I the first person you've heard of that's weird about their food? No. Did you see Katie is 20 pounds? Johnny said Squirrel is 10 pounds. Squirrel has gained a lot of weight since the last time I saw her. I'm assuming that's because they put so much food out for Katie. Katie is not that big in person. She just isn't. They make her look big when they pick her up and hold her. She's long, but I would say Moose and Seamus absolutely weigh the same as her. Seamus is probably 15 to 18 pounds. I don't know. I just, Johnny, hey, on the run. When I was there last time, I looked at her and I went, she's not that big. And he was like, come on. And I was like, she's not. I've had a lot of cats before. She just doesn't seem that, she'll probably get big. She just didn't seem that big to me. Hey, Martin. Something I want to discuss that did I have specific food choices as a child or a teen, Lenora Gray? Great question. Being home alone pretty much my whole childhood. I don't know, Wendy, it's probably just all in what you think. I didn't think she was that big, but I've had big cats. I grew up alone for the most part. You guys know my mom left when I was 6 and my dad left almost weekly after that. I was home alone. My mom, when she was around, that's cute on the run. When my mom was around, she made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and chicken and stars soup, Campbell's. I continued with that diet for a long time after that. And so as a child, I have an interesting memory for you guys. It's funny. I remembered this when I was with Tommy in Ecuador and I told him about it. He said, do you have like some trauma or something about trying new food? And I remember one time my dad and I were eating dinner together, which was very rare. And he made it. And I don't remember what it was. I don't know if there was like pepper in it, but I'm really picky. And I was sitting at this table in our kitchen and I was like kind of sunk over. I didn't want to eat it. It wasn't what I normally made for myself. When he would leave, I would make myself a sandwich, almost always like a peanut butter and jelly. Hey, Rain. And I will never forget my dad saying to me, I must have been 8 years old. And I wasn't eating it. And I said, I'm not hungry. And he goes, you're eating the food. And I said, I don't want to. And he goes, why not? And I said, what are those black things? And I think it was pepper. I just remember seeing it on the food. And I went, what are those black things? And my dad slammed his hand down on this table so hard, like, I'm not going to do it because it'll scare my animals. And he went, rat shit, eat it. That's exactly what he did to me. Now, my dad, to be fair, my dad was like that all the time. His veins were popping out of his neck at all times. Usually my dad was screaming. He didn't talk. He screamed. And he slammed that hand down and he went, rat shit, eat it. And I was like, and I just sat there and I started crying. And I remember I was just like, and so I don't know if that's why I'm so weird about food, but I am so weird about who makes it. I'm weird about, I don't know. Can you ever pray? Can everyone pray for me? My first shift on the psych floor is Sunday. Yeah, girl, get it. Yes, I will pray for that. That's amazing. And Tommy was asked, I didn't think about this. That's a great time, Mark. You've been kind of bringing some stuff to the table. This sounds very normal for childhood you had. The only thing you could control was what you ate. So you only eat what you like. Yes, girl, that's profound. I never thought of that. So that's the other weird thing. Tommy in Ecuador, what was he doing? I know. So I hardly had any coffee there because Wanda, I hardly had any coffee in Ecuador because they don't put cream in their coffee. And so the expats get milk and they put it in their coffee, but their milk there, Lumen, interesting that you just said that. So their milk there sits on the shelf, on the counter. They don't refrigerate their milk. It just comes in a carton and they leave it out all day. I'm not doing that. Shelly, say it again, girl. So I didn't drink any. I went to a church service and they had chilled half and half, and I had coffee that day. And Tommy goes, "It's just milk." And I said, "Hell no, dude. I'm not putting that in my coffee. I'll just skip the coffee for the week," which sucked. I like coffee, but it's not the end of the world. And he goes, "Why won't you just do it?" And I said, "Because I don't drink milk." And I said, "Milk makes me want to vomit looking at it anyway. I've never had it. I've never tasted it. I won't drink it. I use heavy cream here for my coffee." And he goes, "You've never had milk?" I was raised on the barley formula. So I drank the LRH. I was a barley baby. I drank the LRH barley formula. And my mom tells me and my sister, she goes, "Ever since you kids were little, you won't even look at milk." Neither one of us have ever had milk. I didn't eat cereal. I've never tasted it. I can't look at it. It makes me so sick. I have this weird thing, and I don't know why. Whenever somebody eats something white, so if they drink milk, if they eat ranch, sour cream, which don't get me wrong, I love sour cream on Mexican food. I love cottage cheese. Not a huge ranch fan, but if I watch people eat it and I see it on their mouth, or if they try to talk and there's like white, I can't even hardly talk about it right now. I'm gonna start gagging. I can't do it. And Tommy was like, "Whoa." Like he was just kind of like, where did you come from?" I think he was just like, "You've got some stuff like from your childhood that is not normal for other people," right? And I was like, "Wow, that's interesting." So between that with the milk stuff and don't get me wrong, like I said, I'll put half and half or heavy cream in my coffee. I will cook a casserole. I'll pour milk into a broccoli cheese soup or something that I'm making. It's just, I would never drink a glass of milk. I can't watch people do it. It freaks me out. Like milk. Hey, Verbo boss, it freaks me out. So, as I love what Mark said, because that ties into my therapy session, believe it or not, today, Mark. I love what she said. You I ate, I've, as a, how old am I? I don't mind mayonnaise. I used to hate it, but now I don't mind it. 41 and a half. I turned 41 and a half yesterday. Um, for as long as I can remember, I have followed the same routine. I followed the same routine. I don't try new foods. I am really weird about it. Could you have a Q&A on fashion and makeup? It doesn't seem like I would be the person to do a Q&A with, but yeah, some of us never learned how to mix and match fashion. There's so many types of makeup out there. How do you even start? I would love to do that, but just know that I'm not an expert on it. Like, I'm not your girl. You might want to watch somebody like who I watch, like Trini Woodall. Trini Woodall is like a fashion expert. That's a person who actually knows what they're doing. But I love fashion and I love putting things together. So yeah, I would absolutely do it. Just know that I'm not great at it. Sounds like a deep rooted issue, Wendy. It sure does to me too. Um, do you have texture issues? Yeah, I would say that I do, Lenore Gray. Could you put a spoonful of ice cream in coffee? I would never do that myself, but I'm sure people do it. I know Catherine B has talked about it. I think that's an affogato. I did hear that Heber Jens passed away. I remember him as a child. Yeah. Rest his soul. That's too bad. Um, so Mark, let's go into that a little bit. So Mark said, it makes total sense that you were picky about your food because it was the only thing you had control over. And my dad was never home. So eating dinner with him was odd. I always ate dinner with my animals. I always ate dinner alone. I'd pop in a George Carlin tape and I would sit there and eat dinner. And I would go to bed alone. Like my dad was rarely home. And if he was home, I still ate dinner alone. My dad wasn't eating dinner with me. Wanda, sounds good, girl. Shamby? Bubsy? You heard it. He sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. He sounds like James Earl Jones, and it freaks me out. Hey, Wendy Brewer. Whose birthday? Not your birthday. Was your birthday yesterday, Wendy? If it was, happy birthday. I didn't know. Why do you have to sound so weird, Seamus? Why do you have to creep out everybody? Moose has the little pipsqueak like meow. He sounds like a kitten. Seamus sounds like everybody's father from ancestors ago. So it was the only thing I could control. That makes so much sense. Now let's talk about therapy today. I made my notes, got my notes, love my therapist, love therapy, miss doing therapy. Okay, here it is. This was very interesting. This was very, very interesting. It's my comfort zone, familiarity. Yeah, Wendy, I rarely leave my comfort zone when it comes to that. I like what's familiar for sure. So my therapist said something to me today, and I went, really? Ooh, yeah, Lisa, that sounds amazing. Oh, okay, Wendy. We both are July kids. Is your therapist in Tennessee? I know you do telemedicine. Yes, he is in Tennessee, and we do telehealth. Yeah, he's amazing. Hey, Armine. That's cute, Armina. You're adorable. I'm glad you're here, babe. It is late though where you are. So my therapist said something very interesting to me today. I can't entirely go into why I was talking about it. There's somebody, yeah, I heard Jeffrey Hawkins passed. I don't entirely know who that is. But either way, a death is a death, and that's horribly sad. And I'm very sad to hear that. The only thing I know about Jeff Hawkins was he was on the Aftermath show that I watched, and he seemed like a great guy. Otherwise, I don't know anything about him, but I was Facebook friends with him, and it makes me very sad. I mean, it's a shame. I'm wish I knew more about him. I wish I could have maybe even met the guy, but yeah, I didn't know him. But either way, very sad for him and his family. It makes me sad. Never good when somebody passes away. So my therapist says to me today, and he goes, you don't actually do that. He said, a lot of people, where's my note? Okay. This was interesting, and I want a show of hands. I want you to tell me if you experienced this, because I thought, hey, go the Greek. This was interesting to me. Okay. I was talking about basically, let me kind of give you an idea of what I was talking about. I have more than one person in my life. I have a couple people in my life who make me feel like shame. They make me feel guilty about things. Do you know anyone like that who, like, it's pretty obvious how they kind of put shit back on you and make you feel bad about it? Like, oh, well, that's too bad that you're that way. Jeff was that way with me for sure. Like, how old was the elderly Scientologist who passed away? I heard he'd been treated horribly. Heber Jens was old. He was in his 90s. Yeah, I don't really have to say anymore. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anybody who puts it back on you, shames you, guilts you. You know, we all know somebody who's a flight attendant for guilt trips, do we not? Gaslighting, for sure. Gaslighting is actually a good way of putting it, Rain. I know, Trixie, exactly. A lot of people do that. And it does usually come in the form of family, I find. Not true. I had a couple friends that way. My therapist said today, this was interesting. He said, I wrote it down. I said, hold it. I got to write that down. He said, when we feel out of control, we tend to shift the blame and blame you for something. Hey, Margie Barr. I said, really? And he goes, oh yeah, because I have a personal problem with that. I was kind of surprised he told me that. He goes, when I don't feel like I can control something, I've said that forever, Renee B. I don't even know where it came from. Flight attendant for guilt trips. Seamus, quit being weird. Quit scaring everybody. So he goes, when we feel out of control about something, we place the blame and shame on a person when we feel like we can't control it. And I said, really? And he goes, I do. He goes, I have a real problem with that. And I went, and he's looking at my face because we're on telehealth. And I went, I said, I don't know if I do that to people. He goes, you don't do that to people. And I said, I don't. And he goes, no, not that I've seen over the years talking with you. He goes, you're the opposite. You shut down. And I said, "Oh, I could see that more." He goes, "Yep, you just abandon it all. You shut down." He said, "You don't tend to blame others when you feel out of control." He goes, "I've noticed when you feel out of control, you just abandon everything and shut down." And I said, "Yeah, that makes a lot of sense with my history in Scientology. Like it just makes more sense to me that I would like basically essentially disconnect." Does that make sense to you guys? That made total sense to me. And this is why I love therapy and this channel, because I am learning all about myself. We're 3 years out now. New Year's Eve was my 3-year anniversary out of Scientology, and I'm proud of that. I'm excited about this year. It's the year of the horse. We're going to harness that energy and we're going to ride it. Angel was here yesterday, Renee B. She's doing good. She was here yesterday. She was hilarious. Reese, you bail when something is a lost cause. Yep. How often were you blamed for another person's weight gain? Never. I don't know what you mean. In Scientology, I'm blamed for my own weight gain. I'm blamed for having diabetes. I'm not blamed for other people's weight gain. I've never experienced that. I thought that was really fascinating I love therapy. And like I said, this Jeff blamed me for somebody else's weight gain. Do you mean his weight gain? I was never blamed. Jeff never blamed me for something like that. Oh, I wonder if he did too, Alana. That would be cool. How's that gummy going for you, girl? Wanda, I was never blamed for that. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Hi, Poo Poo Heads. Oh, that's cute. For his weight gain? I can't think of a time that he blamed me for his weight gain. I can't think of a time that came up. I mean, it came up all the time at doctors' offices. Doctors would say, I know he does look cute. Oh, look at his little paws. Oh my God, that's cute. Doctors would say things like, if you want to live, you need to lose weight, man. And then I would look at him in the office and go, see, we need to work on our diets. But he never blamed me for it. So I thought, I love learning. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm 3 years out. And that's a very short time to get to know myself. And so every time I put a piece like that to the puzzle, like when I know it's so cute, Rain. Look at his little paws. Shameby. God, he's cute. He is a dick, though. Don't let him fool your ass. He's my worst one. He's the one that wakes me up every single night around 3:30 or 4, and then I can't go back to sleep. And then you guys message me when you see me on Facebook, and you're like, what are you doing up? That's what I'm doing up. This dick, this dickhead. That's how you say it in Australian. That's how they say it in their language. Dickhead. That's a dickhead. Yeah, he's a trapeze artist at about 3:30 in the morning, and it's really frustrating. So when I learn a new little tidbit, yes, Erica, he sure is. Is he going crazy? Shameby. He's bigger than Moose. He is huge. He's a dickhead. When I learn something new about myself, which one, Wanda? Dickhead? That's how they say it in Australia. Had to screenshot his paws. He's a funny man. So he looks like he's sitting there waiting for a drink at the bar. He does. That is kind of a weird position for a cat. That is kind of a look at him. He's got like his arm over. He does kind of look like how heavy? Well, he's probably closer to 20 pounds. Moose is probably 15 to 18 pounds. Seamus is probably 18 to 20. If I had to guess, he is he's muscly and he's thick. I thought he was the runt of the litter. I thought he was going to be our smallest cat. And I swear to God, it happened overnight. He grew overnight. He like just stretched out and got huge. It was crazy. Trixie. Yeah. Abigail, kid lost weight. Hey, Gina, kid lost weight. And Seamus, he's not fat. I wouldn't even call him overweight, but he is big and thick. These are barn cats, guys. Seamus and Moose are outdoor, indoor, found in a barn, killing stuff every day. Almost every day they kill things. So he's not a wimpy little house cat. He's kind of a badass. Did you pick up a lot of Spanish? I actually did pick up a lot of Spanish, Wanda. It is absolutely true. When you're around it a lot, you pick it up. I picked it up quite a bit. To be honest, I really did. Kid blames you for being fat tonight at 8. So speaking of blame, I love Ty Mark. This is the story of this channel. I love how we have stories within stories. And you know what's cool is if I can manage it, I can go back to the original story. Every once in a while, I'm clear enough that I can do that. Don't hold on for that all year, guys. It's probably going to slip. But I think it's kind of cool that we'll start a story and then that'll kick off another story and then another story. And then I'll go back to the original story. Hi, Mark. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. There's side quests. That's why nobody comes to this channel. That's why you guys can't unsubscribe, because we don't have anybody new. Nobody wants to be here. We circle back though. Yeah, we do. We do, Renee B. That's why though we're never going to gain new people. So if you guys don't mind, just, deal with this shit. Just see it through and be done with it. Okay. Reese's chat's all on gummies tonight. The stories within stories remind me of my favorite comedian. Interesting. Kim is blue. Wanda's taking a gummy. Wow. They're illegal here. So I don't have any gummies, but I don't need one. Let me see if I made any other notes about that. I don't think that I did. No, I did not. But I thought that was very, very interesting. And I wanted to ask you guys if you, so what did he say again? When we feel out of control, we shift blame. Oh, I wrote this example because he said it. I said, really? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, and you know how we always joke about this? He goes, the people who want to speak to the manager, that's an example of that. And I thought that was really interesting. I had never thought of that. The people who have no control over anything and they feel out of control and want to shift blame. Hey, Tara Jackson, he goes, those are the people who want to talk to the manager. So they can feel like they're in control of something. How interesting is that? Isn't that interesting? I thought that was a really interesting example that he gave me. 3 what, Wanda? Okay, so I wrote that down. And he said, you don't do that. He said, you abandon. He said, you shut down. You abandon all. You shut down. He said, you don't shame, blame people. That's not your go-to. Who takes 3 gummies? That's a lot. Man, that would knock me on my ass. I don't know if I would continue to breathe. Tara Jackson did. Damn, girl. Okay, well, make sure you have the buddy system in place. Like, hopefully there's someone there. Tara, come on now. So how many, I'm serious. I wanted to know how many of you who can answer this, because you're not high on gummies. How many of you, hey, Marissa Martin, when you feel out of control, think about it for a minute. When you feel out of control, how many of you do that? I don't agree. I don't agree totally. I only want to talk to the manager if I'm really angry about something. Susan, I don't think it's a automatic. I don't think it means that thanks, Ty Mark. I don't think that means that you're out of control automatically, but I think it's a good example for, there's probably some people who do start to feel that slippage, like they don't have any control. So they want to get control by being like, go get a manager and throw a fit. Now, we've all asked for a manager. I have asked for a manager before. I can't remember the last time I did it in a mean way. If I go out to eat, I almost 90% of the time, it's not every time, but I will ask the server to go get the manager. And when the manager comes, I will say, she was fantastic or he was fantastic. And I wanted you to know it. Like, this person really took good care of me. And I feel like that's something you should know. I try to really make a point to do the opposite, because so many people are so quick to complain, get the manager, things like that, that I'm like, I'm going to write a good review, or I'm going to tell the manager how good this person was, because they probably don't get that very often. Yeah, Victoria. That's interesting. I feel like I have control issues. I'm a control freak, but I've never once asked for a manager to complain. Well, Gina, exactly. And thanks for pointing that out. I don't think it means if you are a control freak that you're going to do that. My thing that I was discussing in therapy, I also let the manager know when someone is awesome. Yeah, I do it every time. If they're awesome, I always do it. My thing I'm not going to tell you who, but I have a few people who I'm surrounded by that oftentimes will put things back on me. Or here's what someone says to me a lot, and I can't stand this. I absolutely cannot stand when anybody does this. And I'm going to give you an example. So if you make some kind of a mistake or you overshot on something or undershot on something, which also would be known as a mistake, right? Nothing is worse to me than when a person comes to you and says, "Why did you do that?" Or, "What led you to that choice?" Or, "Why did you make that mistake?" Or, "Why would you make those choices?" Nothing makes me more pissed than when something's already done and you know you effed up, right? Like I know when I fuck up. I'm well aware when I fuck up or when I and I don't mean like major category 5 stuff. I just know when I do stuff. I'm like, "Oh, why did I do that?" I'm the first to know because I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to things in a lot of ways. Like I want it the way I want it. That's one of the reasons I do well living alone here with Huxley because I have just me and him to control. It's easier for me right now to make my life that way than having like Tommy living with Tommy right now or living with other people or something like that. It's just easier for me because I am a bit of I don't know that I would say I'm hard to live with, but I do like things shocking, right? That's how my palate is. Hey, Eric, I love that. That's how my palate is. That's kind of how I live. I like everything a certain way. I think a lot of us do, but me, I'm kind of tight with my habits. Hey, SoCal Joy. So Wanda says, just say, please don't do that again. Yeah, I just don't like people. Here's another way of putting it who rub shit in your face when, hey, Penny, when you know you messed up. Also, I'm almost 42. I don't need people. That's something else I'm really focused on this year. I don't need anybody to point out. Yeah, I'm habitual. Kim is what I would call myself very habitual, which is not the best thing. To be honest, I need to break out of that shell. But I do not need anybody pointing out to me my mistakes, right? Like if I made a mistake with you and I crossed a boundary, God, yes, tell me. Absolutely tell me. If I affected somebody else, of course I want to know so I can fix it and apologize, right? Take accountability. But if I do something that really only affects me, I don't like when people are like, "Why'd you do that?" I don't like that. I don't need it pointed out to me that I made a mistake. And I believe this in my heart because when they ask why you did that, whatever it was, they were being a passive. Yeah, Kat, there are no mistakes when it comes to that. I'm 100% with you. Hey, style and hair. Cute. Nice to see you. Kind of new. You might not know me yet. Waving from Cape Cod. Well, welcome in, our new friend. I hope you come back. This is a great community. I would love to get to know you. That's amazing. Trixie, I know that you can't. It's not a question if it's if it's not, wait, it's not a question, it's a criticism. Absolutely, Nancy. And so this goes back to the I once made a huge mistake, but good has come. You're my friend. Oh, yeah, for sure, Wanda. Good things come out of mistakes for sure. That's why mistakes are not the end of the world either. But I am not thank you, Renee B. I am not going to this is what I was talking about in therapy. Okay. Stay with me here. Put this together with me. Okay. When I have people who do that to me and go, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you choose to do that? Why'd you make that decision? Now, Huxley is affected by that. Why'd you do that?" Like, I already am ahead of the curve. I know what I did, and I'm already making myself suffer for what I did whilst trying to correct my mistake, right? I am not a person to rub your nose in mistakes. I don't do that. I don't like it. Therefore, I don't do it to others. It would be so hypocritical of me to do it to you if I can't fucking stand it. I wouldn't do that to Huxley. I wouldn't do that to a stranger. That specifically, that characteristic, that type of behavior right there my therapist said is a form of someone feeling out of control, right? So they have to gain control. That's how they feel under control, by going, let me rub your nose in this. Why'd you do that? It's like there are people waiting around to go, oh, she made a mistake. Let's rub her nose in it, because it's their only way of gaining control, which sounds weird because I don't do it. And I said that to him. He goes, you don't do it. He goes, when uh, your go-to on that is to abandon it. If somebody makes a huge mistake with you, you're going to abandon it. Like, there's no way I'm going to address it. There's no way I'm going to be like, why did you do that? Why didn't you make better choices? That is a shitty human being. And we're calling that behavior out this year. I don't like people. Hey, Heather Rhodes, 2 nights in a row. I love that. I don't like people who rub your nose in shit. That's what our trolls do. That's what the haters do. She's a bad mom. She's this, she's that. They think they know everything about me. They don't. None of you do. I don't share everything here. And they make a lot of assumptions, right? But that rubbing your nose and shit is trash. That's garbage. Like, pointing out my mistakes. You think I don't know I made it? I hold myself to the highest standard more than you do. I promise. I really don't like making mistakes, and especially stupid mistakes. I get very pissed at myself if I do something and it was a stupid ass move. I mean, I'll talk out loud. I'll be like, you fucking idiot. Why? Why are you so stupid? Like, I will say shit like that to myself. Trust me, I'm punishing myself. I don't need other people to go, why would you do that? Why did you make that mistake? You know better. I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. I've dealt with this before. I've always said, if it doesn't affect you, why does it matter? Time Arc, that's the question of the universe. You gave us the question of the universe last night. You're doing it again tonight. Oh, nice, Penny. If it doesn't affect you, why do you give a shit? That is truly the question. Tommy is on fire. He's doing a lot of streams. That's why we haven't done a Colts and Crims. That is the question of the universe. I have been asking that of our trolls forever. People get so angry that I get super chats. Nothing makes them more mad than if I get a super chat or a membership or a gifted membership or whatever it is. If it's anything monetary, right? Why? It doesn't affect you. Why do you care? You could apply that to anything. People who get mad at gay people. It's like, what? What do you give a shit who loves who? Who cares? And the reason I say that is because Fred and I were married, right? And people had a real issue with that. And it's like, why do you care who I'm married to? We are 2 consenting adults and we're in love. It may look weird, but move on with your life. It doesn't affect you. How in this world are people commenting on and sticking their nose where it shouldn't be done? Time Arc, that's the question that nobody can ever. Does anybody have an answer to that? Why do people stick their nose in? I mean, anything. Like, people will absolutely. I feel like we're going the wrong way on that. It's a social media thing. I don't know what MYOB means. Surely that won't follow through, but their reasoning was because she's unhinged. I don't know who you're talking about. How do you know they're mad? I seriously don't pollute my mind with their issues. How do I know who's mad? Tara says, I'm so glad it's not me. I feel like I'm going crazy lately with the most basic of manners being looked at as witchcraft. It's just weird. I do feel like there's a lot of, mind your own business for sure. There's so much nosiness. I feel like with the internet these days, like, just because I have a YouTube channel and I come on here and we talk about healing, people think they know everything about me and they can comment on every single situation and they know the behind the scenes stuff and they talk about Huxley or my animals or whatever it is, where I live. It's just very, hey, baby steps. It's very, I don't know if they were raised this way. I was not. I was raised alone. I pretty much raised myself. And I couldn't give two shits about what somebody is doing. I have said this repeatedly. I'm not in the loop on purpose. I don't want to know what other people are doing. I have I'm 41. I've got a lot of years to make up on the things that I'm trying to learn about myself, why I am the way I am. Unpacking, is that Scientology indoctrination or is that really how I feel? I don't give a shit about what somebody else is doing in their lane over there. And I think it's really concerning how many people, trolls, like make it their business. I was raised by George Carlin. I was, and Hannibal Lecter. Make it their business, right? To jump into your stream, your lane, whatever it is, and make money off of it in some cases, right? Like that's a whole career in itself. I've got my own personal private trolls that kiss my ass everywhere I go, following me all around to type up uh, whole entire thesis papers on what I'm doing. Uh, Penny Rogers, yeah, Tommy is no joke on his. I know him very privately. Dude spends hours all night. Like he gets up at 4 o'clock. He's very regimented. He does yoga and he gets to work and he does so much research on his stuff. It's pretty wild. It's admirable. And then I go feeling like a piece of shit when I stream because I'm like, man, I hit go and I'm like, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, I do nothing to prepare for a show. Poor Tommy. He's like, I love you. I'll talk to you later because I got and he'll like go study and like he's on like he's got like 70 tabs open and he's like reading. And I'm like, man, I'm like twiddling my thumbs and people show up. It makes me feel bad. Trying to make themselves feel and believe they are more important gives an empty person a feeling of purpose. That's all I can figure. And does it, Debbie, let me ask you, does it make them feel like they're somehow in control by writing an entire thesis on my life, by doing the research? I don't know the answer, but Ty Mark, thanks, Renee B. Reese, you're amazing at just chatting. You're on a whole other level. Only to you, Lisa Kelson, but thank you. Someone put up a sign that says Karen needs a hobby in a city close to me. Yeah, it's just, don't you have shit to do? Like, I laugh at the people who make fun of me and the people who make videos about me because I'm like, you realize if you talked about yourself, nobody would show up because you're that fucking boring and awful. But you have to talk about me and they show up in droves. You get thousands of fucking views. Like, that's crazy to me. When you really look at it, it's like you just gave me all I needed to know. That tells me all I need to know. Like you put my face in a thumbnail, and for whatever reason, people show up. They can't talk about their own life. They can't talk about themselves because they don't get any views. That's kind of sad. Listrick says a super chat, not to make anyone hate Reese, but because she is my friend and I love her and want to show her support. Nothing to hate here. Walk on. Liz, that's really kind. That is really, really kind. What a nice thing to say. That's very refreshing. I love that. Thank you for super chatting me. You certainly didn't have to do that. Thank you, Liz. That was very kind. You and Tommy's gifts are different. Yeah, that's probably true. Do you think throwing it back onto other people is more common in younger people? And do you think it's something that can be grown? No, I don't. Jamie, I think older people are also effed up on placing blame, on being a flight attendant for guilt trips. I absolutely think older people do it too. I think it's more they feel a belonging to something, part of the club, even if it's a group of negative haters. Yeah, but the weird thing about that is they don't even like each other. They don't even like each other. They don't support each other. What do they care? We're here by choice. Well, they wouldn't say that though. They would say this is a cult and I'm forcing you all to be here and I force you to super chat me and I'm using I'm a master manipulator. I mean, that's no joke. They say shit like that. I mean, every time I say that out loud, I have to take a pause and think about it. For like that, this is a cult and I'm a master manipulator sounds like the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like I don't know how that could even be true. I love this community, and so do I, West Coast Fancy Nancy. And thank you for the super chat. That was really nice. I love this community. I love coming here every single day. I love 200 people pretty consistently show up, and it's amazing. It's kind, it's open, it's non-judgmental. It goes. I actually like earlier when she said, "I love that we open stories inside of stories." I don't feel like it's overwhelming. I don't feel like it's hard to track or follow. You may disagree with that, but I hate dark roast. I'm glad you showed up earlier tonight. Reese, thanks for allowing us to be in your cult and raise you above us mere mortals. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Deborah Ricci. Thank you for choosing me to be your cult leader. I've seen other content creators get stuff like that. Cult, as somebody who is a subscriber, I don't even know how that would happen. Tara, it's just they like to sell a story, right? And I do too, Wendy. I do too. They like to spin a story. They like to change it up and say, I'm not responsible for how someone wants to twist my words. That's the other thing. I want to pull this up if I can, real quick. That was it. I want to do a stream on this. By the way, I want to do a God stream again. I'd like to do that here coming up pretty soon. And I know that's not for everybody. Of course, I will announce it. Oh, thank you, Donna Cooper. I will announce it so that those who don't want to attend don't feel like you need to be here. But I have more questions and I want to discuss some things. Okay. I loved this. I took some photos really fast. So I went to a church service. I'm not in a cult. I've met you. We're on equal footing. Yeah, I know you personally. Absolutely. I agree. Abigail, I'm not over it yet. So I'm talking about it. I'm so mad at, how you joked about it. Yeah, Kat, I mean, I can't control what people believe. And I can't control, hey, Tony P, I can't control what haters, creating massive amounts of accounts to look like more than one person. I can't control OSA. I think it was an op. I think it was absolutely a planned thing to do what they did. I already forgot about it. Like I had to think about it for a minute. We just move forward. Those weren't our people. It's not the end of the world. We will find our people. We've found most of them here. And YouTube is a pretty big place as far as getting new subs, losing people, getting new people. I'm not worried about that. I can't announce yet what I'm doing this year, but I'm doing some different things. And I'm working with a PR team, a media team. And one of them said to me, and I've told you guys this, she said to me last year, she goes, Reese, you started on YouTube. That's not where you end. YouTube is small. That's where you started. That's not, you're going more places than YouTube. And I like that. I don't want this to be the only platform. I'd like to go on other people's platforms. I'd like to have other platforms. We're working toward those things, right? I agree, Kat, and she did. Can't control it though. Not our people. I'm sure you did, Lisa. I'm sure you did. And I'm sorry for people who got hated for that. I love when you talk about therapy. I've only done it twice, so it helps. Oh, I love that, Nicole. I love that. Abigail, I'm let's see, interfering in someone else's argument is as foolish as yanking a dog's ears, Old Testament. Interesting. That's fitting, Abigail. That's really good. So, Abigail, speaking of, I went to church in Ecuador. Thank you for your super chat. And that's a beautiful scripture. I went to church in Ecuador. This is our pastor, Pastor Gary. I love Gary. And if you see, I took a photo here. Scoundrels create trouble. Their words are a destructive blaze. Now, if you see underneath, it's in Spanish. Scoundrels create trouble. Their words are a destructive blaze. I really liked this service. I felt like it was like speaking to me. And here's another one that he put up. A troublemaker plants seeds of strife, and a gossip separates close friends. I loved that. It spoke to me. Hey, Barbara Waite. And this, I loved. Yeah, I love Pastor Gary. He's amazing. I love this. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Guys, that was like speaking to me directly. I was like, whoa. So much so that Pastor Gary, his entire, what do you call, sermon? Hey, reflections. I'm not making this about God. Don't worry. I'm making it about this topic. Hey, living life. I had a sneeze at the beginning in the first 3 minutes. Yeah, weird, right? I'm not going to make this about God. It's about this topic. So his whole sermon was about guarding your heart. Guard your heart. So was there another one before I go into that? I don't know what this means. I'll have to go back and think about it. Carelessness, open doors, entertaining lies. Guarding your heart. And I thought, interesting. He really talked about it. Well, after, yes, Renee B, after the church service was over, I was talking to Tommy. I introduced Tommy to the guy I ran into on the airplane. His name was David, and he was the Canadian guy that said, "Oh yeah, oh you betcha, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah." That dude was the real deal. So we were talking for like 10 minutes. I got to meet his wife and kids. Well, it thinned out after church, thinned out, and Gary came walking around, and I said, "Hey," and I gave him a big hug, and I had hugged his wife before church started, and I was so happy to see him. I got to meet Gary's daughter on the flight. I ran into his daughter. It was crazy. It was really kind of cool. And I hugged him and I said, "Do you have a second?" And he said, "Sure." I said, "I have to ask you something. And this may sound stupid." And I said, "I haven't really read the Bible. You know this." I said, "I don't know much about it. And I have so many questions, but I'm not going to get into that right now." And I said, "I just have a question because you kept saying, yeah, Ecuador Gary, it's not the same Gary." I asked, different Gary. Uh, I said, "You kept saying during this whole church service to guard your heart." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "But you never said how to do it. Like you talked about doing it." I said, "But I wonder how you do it. Like, how do you do it?" And I said, "I know that may sound like a stupid question to you, but I really would like to hear from you." Like, I said, because me, for instance, I live my life online and I know thousands of people at this point. And I said, "I'm curious how, on a grand scale like that, like, how do you guard your heart?" I said, "You also know probably thousands of people and you talk to a lot of people." Guys, he travels a lot. He goes to a lot of different churches. He works with youth groups. This man is the real deal. And I said, "How do you guard your heart? Like, what steps do you take?" And he thought about it for a minute and he was like, "Well, he said, I go with how I feel." Like, basically, I think he was saying his gut, like which is also the word of God probably for him or the Holy Spirit talking. But he was like, "I don't listen to gossip." He said, "I don't allow people to tell me or warn me about somebody." And I said, "This is great because I'm the same way. And I talk about this on my channel a lot." "Hey, Jeanette Brown." And he said, "So that's a start." He said, "I'm just very cautious about, I'm trying to think of his answers because we talked for like 5 minutes, but I also interrupted and talked to him about it too. And I just said, "I deal with a lot of people." I'm going to take a sip. This is that green drink that I bought at Costco. It is tasty. Mimi, I hope your father gets better, babe. Prayers for him. You know what I'm proud of? That I just said prayers for him and I meant it. You remember a couple months ago when I was like, I'm not praying for people I don't know. I'm not going to pray for this or that. I totally don't feel that way anymore. Now I'm like, I hope Mimi's father feels better. I think about it a lot. I was thinking about Wendy a lot today, and I was like, "God, please help Wendy with her cat, and I hope that Fred helped her cat get over the Rainbow Bridge." Like, I actively think about it. I was thinking about Renee B, and I was like, I know she's starting a job. Like, I hope that goes really well for her. It's crazy how different I feel about that. I would add, if you're not emotionally ready to deal with it, don't go there. Yeah, that's true, Ty Mark. I agree with that. So he just said a lot of how I felt about that. And Good for you, Jamie Palmer. I'm glad that you're more self-aware. He just said, I really stay away from people who are essentially toxic, who are negative, who have nothing but bad things to say, who spread gossip, right? Of course, Wendy. And he said, I just, oh, that's what he did. So let's pretend this is the Bible. He was holding it. He was holding his Bible. And he went, I said, the Bible. And he goes, the Bible. He goes, I read the Bible all the time, and it guides me and it makes me feel like I'm getting what I need to fulfill myself so that I can guard my heart. And I was like, what a cool answer. I mean, it's not for everybody, and I'm not pushing that on anybody. It's not even for me, guys. I'm not reading the Bible actively like I should be. But I thought that was a great answer. It works for him, right? I respect it. But I just went down the list of things that I'm kind of struggling with in my life. And I said, just on my channel, and I said, I get a lot of hate. And he was like, that's it. He said, just guard your heart. He said, it sounds like you know how to do it. He said, you're listening to your inner self. And he said, you're talking to God. And he said, that's really what you can do. But I loved, and I'm going to pull those pictures back up. Now I wish I would have taken more photos. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Well, to me, anybody could apply that to their life and what that means for them. That's up for interpretation, obviously. For me, that verse, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. I believe that to be true, whether you're religious or not. Avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Hey, Pepperoni Nips, I've missed you too. Patricia, I have missed you. You're so comfortable with God now. I'm happy for you. Thank you, babe. That's a great idea, Renee B. Yeah, I already apply that, and I do push that on you guys here. You do not have to stay on this channel. I'm not asking you to stay on this channel. Even though I say hit subscribe, you certainly don't have to do that. This, in fact, is not a cult. I am anti-group think. I grew up in an environment where it was a cult, and I was forced to believe things that are absolute hootenanny. And I tell you guys all the time, avoid all perverse talk, stay away from corrupt speech. Go see for yourself the trolls, the hate in this world, and you make up your own damn mind. If you agree with what people say about me or anybody else, then that's your free will to do that. Huxley? Hey, Hux. He must have his headphones in. But I make it, and I'm going to even more this year, and I would say that I'm pretty much there anyway. Perverse talk, corrupt speech, in other words, gossip for me. You know, I'm going to say this part because it's kind of ties in with what we're saying. There's a great movie. I've said this movie scene 100 times. I know you've heard it. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. I love this movie. Now, it is a hardcore movie. I don't think there's one part in this movie that's funny. It's a very serious, very sad movie, very, very dark toned movie. It's got Meryl Streep and one of the greats, Philip Seymour Hoffman, called Doubt. Great movie. Amy Adams was in that movie. He is a Catholic priest, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and he says to the woman, she says, forgive me, Father, for I said this, and this, and I can't take it back, or whatever. And he says, I want you to go to the top of a rooftop and tear open a feather down pillow and come back to me. And she does. She comes back and he goes, good, you did it? She goes, yes. He goes, now I want you to go around the town and get every feather, gather each one of them back up and bring it to me. And she goes, I can't, Father. And he goes, why not? She goes, and I love that scene. She goes, feathers, they went everywhere, Father. They're all over the place. I have no idea where to go. I don't know where to find them. They're gone. They're everywhere. And I love his tone. He goes, and that is gossip. And it is such an intense, it is such a good, profound, I have carried that with me ever since I saw it. Now, it didn't teach me a lesson per se, because I am not a gossip queen. And if you come to me and go, you're not going to believe, I'm going to go, you're right, I'm not. Bye. I don't want to hear bad news about other people. Hey, Starlina, I don't want to, I don't thrive in that environment. I don't love conflict. I don't love drama, right? If something is the truth and it's presented to me, then it's presented to me. And if that person is guilty of what you say they are, I will make my own decision as to whether or not what I'm going to do with them. If I'm going to keep them in my life, if I'm going to talk to them about it, if I'm going to step away from it. But I do not. Yeah, it's a great scene, Jeannie Hansen. I loved Philip Seymour Hoffman. My God, he was such a good actor. And I love when he says that. She goes, I can't, Father. And he goes, why not? And she goes, feathers everywhere, Father. They went everywhere. She's like, they're all over town. I could never go find them. And he goes, and that is gossip. Like, it's so to the point. You know, when George Carlin said that how we've changed and softened words, I love that scene because George Carlin says PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, used to be shell shock. That was what we originally called it when people got out of the wars, right? Shell shock. And then it went to, I can't remember what he called it after that. Huxley? It went to shell shock, and then it went to something else. And I can't think of the word, but I haven't watched George in a while. But the point is now we've brought it to post-traumatic stress disorder. It's kind of the same thing. It's like, I love how he just pierced. He was like, and that is gossip. Like, it was just like hardcore. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't soften it. He was very, gossip is battle fatigue. Thank you, Barbara Waite. Yes, it went from shell shock to battle fatigue. And we've just continued to soften language, even though it's the same thing, but we just deliver it in a more soft manner for you. It's the same damn thing. And he goes, I think a lot of those war vets would have gotten the care they needed at the time they needed it if we had still called it shell shock versus post-traumatic stress disorder, right? Like, why not call it what it is? So anyway, I love that. I was raised by George Carlin. I love everything about him. Tammy, I'm proud of this. And that is where I'm at. Let's do something real quick. I just got an inspiration. Iwa, when do I plan to have the God stream? Great question. What is today? Friday? What am I doing next week? I'd like to do it next week. Hey, old Charlie. Whoa, look at my hair. I know. Let's see. We usually do it on a Wednesday. Let's do it on next Wednesday if you're up for that and nothing changes on my end. Let's plan for it on Wednesday. Want to do it Wednesday afternoon? Here, I have a question, or I just got an inspiration with 206 people in here. Armine, I'm determined this year I will not allow my boundaries to be broken. I will walk away and protect my peace and your energy. Protect that energy, Tammy. Do you think self-awareness helps combat bad habit if it's something I have to live with? I do not want that to be that person. Do you think self-awareness helps combat that bad habit? Absolutely, I do. 100%. That's the boat I'm in right now. I can break a habit. I can start a habit. I can do anything if I'm self-aware and I'm mindful. You slip when you're not self-aware. You go into autopilot mode. So yes, I 100% believe that. Okay, so I'm in this boat right here. I'm not as determined as Tammy. She's not going to allow her boundaries to be broken at all. I'm sure I'll slip and I'm sure it will happen. But I am determined to rock and roll the shit out of this year with my boundaries and put full stop people when they need to be, tell people when they need to be told. I will not allow anybody to bully me this year. Never going to happen, right? I said this yesterday. If I have to make this a drama channel and take myself straight to hell, I will. I will not be pushed. Okay, hold on. We got to let him out. Shamey? Come on, Bubsy. Take care. I will not allow it. So here's my question. You know, they say this. Thanks, Tara. They say this. I don't really have a lot of friends, but they say that like when you have friends, it helps to hold, like have each like accountability friends, like hold each other accountable. How do we feel about that? What if we check in on this channel every once in a while? And yeah, Tara says I already started with this exact attitude. Let's do it. I know not all of you, I'm going to speak for Alana here. There's a few people in here that don't have boundary problems like the rest of us. Alana might have it very minimally, but some people are pretty worked on themselves and healed. I have not. It is a huge flaw for me. I'm not going to give you the scenario, but there's somebody on YouTube. Well, they're not really on YouTube. They've been on YouTube. They're not like a regular YouTuber that I'm keeping an eye on because they are a bit of a bully toward me. And I said to somebody today that knows this person, and I hope they don't take it back to him, but if they do, I actually think it wouldn't be a bad thing. I said to someone today, I said, that person will not bully me this year. And if they attempt to, I will burn my fucking channel to the ground, making it public. I will take me and that person below ground to hell if I have to. I will not be bullied this year. I will not be manipulated. I will not be, my shit won't be twisted and affect me in a negative way. Now, you can make all the videos you want about me. I'm not going to go seek that shit out and like make it right. I don't mean that. I'm not going to like correct everything that's badly said about me. But if it comes right directly onto my plate, we will tango. I'm not doing it this year because I pay for it. Who pays for it? When your boundaries get crossed and people walk all over you because you teach people how to treat you, who pays for it? You do, not them. You do. I'm not doing that. So, what if we held each other, did a little bit of accountability check-ins, maybe once or twice a week, and said, how's everybody doing on sticking to their decision to not let people be assholes? Because people are going to be assholes. But I am a firm believer at this point, it is a fact. You teach people how to treat you. Those 3 friends that I lost last year that sent me those horrible emails that I have a dark heart, that the Lord led them to me to see that I have an evil, dark heart. Right. I never put a stop to that. That ain't on them. That's on me. I never said this friendship is over. Hey, Heather, that's on me. That's not on them. I allowed them to do that. I taught them that that was okay. You teach people how to treat you. Hey, Susie Kelly, this is a wonderful group therapy channel. Thank you. It's not always, but it can be therapeutic. And thank you for saying that. Did those people know you in person? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You betcha. Oh, yeah. Amen. When I learned that I teach people how to treat me, it changed my life because it puts the responsibility back on you. If you don't like the way something is, you have to do something about it. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to be your knight in shining armor. Nobody's going to step in. You have to do it. And if you don't do it, don't expect any changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Right? Nothing is going to change if nothing changes. If you don't make those changes, you will continue to be on the same loop of how people treat you until you stand up. Well, you are at a higher level of teaching now, Reese. You are educated. Teach away. Thank you, Nancy. I love you. That's coming from you. That's very nice. Is there a person in here now that you can look at as a strong example of what you are trying to do? If so, ask that person to be your buddy. Oh, God, there's dozens. Time mark. Basically, this entire stream of people commenting every day of my life are my inspirational people of strength. Uh, no question. My mods, no question. I don't, there's no way I could name one person. Each person in here brings me a quality gift that inspires the shit out of me every day to keep going. Timark, when I say I don't know where I would be without this channel, I mean that. My life was really in danger in my last marriage. Coming out of Scientology, being outed from Scientology, put me in a really, really bad position of loss. I felt like I was at the end, losing all those people and everything I knew. If I hadn't found this community of people to inspire me daily, lift me up, gift me with like Pam's gifts, super chats, send me emails of inspiration. Joanne Hawley and countless other people have sent me emails of their private personal life stories that other people don't know about. People connected with me. Good night, Wanda. I have made thousands of friendships. I have lost friendships. I have learned a lot about friendships. People have given me more gifts than I'll be able to ever process in a lifetime. I come on here every day because this is my oxygen, and I'm not unhealthily attached to it. But I know what I love, and this is the love of my life. This channel means more to me. These people mean so much to me. I have shared so much. This is not parasocial. This isn't a true crime channel. This isn't a where we come on and dip our toe in. This is a very real, very meaningful, and I miss the people that we lost, but I love the people that we have now. So, Timark, I couldn't name one person if you threatened my life to do so. I look at each name in these comments, and each person means something, has a different. You know how I've told you I attach an emotion to all of my things? I go put this ring on, for instance, and I was like, I haven't worn this in years. I remember when I bought this, I ordered it on that one Black Friday because I was like, I know every piece of everything I have, and I attach an emotion to it. I love you, Donna Cooper. I know every person in here, and I have a personal, private emotion and relationship with them. Sure, this is where we all meet every day, but I know these people, right? So these people have saved me in every way that a person can be saved. If I were to die, God forbid, I hope I don't. If I were to die this year in 2026, please know that I died with every gift you could have gifted a person in a lifetime. I have been swallowed whole and rescued and caught in the safety net of the gifts and the love from these people. Hi, Dusty. Welcome in. Nice to see you, my friend. Does that make sense? I hope that that translated. I feel like I was a mess in those words, but I can't even put them into words. I can't even hardly put into words how I feel about this channel. It is the love of my lifetime. Tammy, I feel the same way, and I really mean that. When I am on other platforms for my future, when I am doing speaking engagements, when I'm traveling, I'm taking every one of you with me that's willing to go with me. This is not where it ends. This is where it begins, right? Like I will not do this alone. My mods will be with me until the day I die. those people, I can't even explain what my mods mean to me. I can't imagine a life without everybody here. I can't imagine it. I am so excited for more and more years. Thank you, Tara, to accumulate, because we are 2.5 years old on this channel, and we are so in deep with each other. We are so in deep with each other. There's so many details. There's so many emotions wrapped up in you. You have no idea. You know, you guys will privately message me and you'll say it on here every once in a while. And I've said this before, but you'll say, Reese, thank you so much. You inspired me. Or Reese, thank you for this community. You have no idea what it's done. And don't stop. That feeds me. That feeds my soul. Or sometimes one of you will ask it in the form of a question and say, Reese, do you have any idea how much you've helped me? I don't, and I never will, because it will never amount to what you've done for me. It will never add up. I'm glad I've helped. I'm glad we've helped, but it won't ever stack up to how I have just been swallowed whole by this just massive amount of people who love me. More than my own family, who care about me more than people that I've known for my whole life. I have people, and I said this in therapy today, I will have people who I hardly ever talk to. I'll end a stream, open my email, and I'll have $20 or $30 sent to me from Venmo or PayPal from someone who just says, you do a lot for me. I want you to have this. It's not about the money, but it's about a long string of my lifetime of people who haven't thought about me that much or cared about me as much as people on YouTube. You think I don't wake up every day grateful and floating through life because of that? I do. It keeps me on a high all day. I love you, Vicki Andrews. So I'm sorry I haven't read all your comments right here, but I am deeply indebted to you guys. I am deeply grateful. And my only regret that I have with you guys, because I do have a regret, hey, Marty Jewel, is that there's only one of me, because I wish I could answer every email, the thousands of emails I'm behind on now. I wish I could. I wish I had more income to fly and do meetups and see you guys. And I wish that I could be more there for you like you've been there for me. But there's thousands and thousands of you, and there's one of me, and I've just sank to the bottom with emails. But I really try, and that's one of the reasons the Zoom calls are so meaningful and touch my heart, because I get to see you. I get to talk to you for hours and hours, and we all just relax and we're ourselves, and we can just chill out in our own home with snacks and a drink and just shoot the shit with the people that have lifted me up. And that's my only regret, is that I can't get back to every single one of you. But when people say this is a cult and Reese is this and Reese is that, that shit doesn't bother me anymore, because this is a public forum. All you have to do is come watch and you'll see that's not true. People lie all the time. I hate to admit that. I'm learning that this year. People lie all the time. People are going to lie to make whoever they want to make look bad to fit their gossip and their narrative, right? Tammy, I do intend to go to New York this year, actually. Interesting you say that. This channel brought life back into my life. This channel brought me to life, Angie Mo. If you go watch my first stream I ever did with Aaron, I found your channel when I did. Love to chat too. Tara, thank you, Tara Michelle. That is so nice. And I'm really glad you're here tonight. Thank you for your super chat. If you go watch the first stream I ever did with Aaron, I haven't watched it, but I know what I looked like. I was dead. I was dead inside. I was dying. I didn't know who I was. Yeah, Angie, I was a shell of myself. I had no idea what I liked, what I didn't like. I was under control in my own home. I was being verbally and physically abused, as well as my son, and my hands were tied behind my back. I had so many secrets I had to keep, and I was threatened with my life to keep them. I had, yes, Abigail, I do plan to be in New York this year. I would absolutely run into your arms if you allow hugs, Abigail. God, I would cry if I met you. Thank you, Marty Jewel. I hope that communicated. I hope that made sense. I feel like I just verbally diarrheaed all over you. I don't know what I said, but I couldn't keep my words straight because I am so overwhelmed. Oh, I know it was because Ty Mark asked me about one person. No, I could never give you one person. Every single person in this chat, replay crew, everybody who comes to this channel has I've attached an emotion to, but each emotion is different. I don't group you all together and go, "Oh, I love these people. They mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. Hit subscribe." I individualize and categorize each one of you. Each one of you, I attach an emotion and a memory to, or several memories, right? Like a lot of you, I have tons of memories with. Some of you, I just have one. But each one of you means something very, very important to me. If I ever come to Tampa, may I please say if I get a job in Georgia? Thank you, Pepperoni Nips. I will be in Florida this year as well. I'm going to be doing a little traveling this year. Linda is the person who buys me a sock. Every now and then on a stream, Linda buys me a sock. I love you, Wendy. I really do. Lisa Kelson, I would love to come to Utah because of you and Robin W. I want to go to Colorado for Anita Card. Jason P is in Colorado. Tons of people in California. I want to go to Texas. There's a lot. There's a lot. Kim is Blue. I'm actually, I'm not going to say it yet. I just won't say it yet. But yes, I will be in Florida this year. I may be in Florida more regularly than not, but it won't probably be near. I don't know that it will be near Clearwater, but it'll be a few hours from Clearwater. I have patience for my patients. North Carolina. No, but I would consider going to North Carolina. I actually would like to check that out. I wanted to check out Raleigh anyway. Portland is beautiful, Marissa Martin. Close to Coldwater. Kim, I don't think so. I do intend to do some traveling though. It's going to be on the agenda for sure this year. I'm going to be doing some speaking engagements, but there's some other things I can't share yet that I'm doing behind the scenes that I worked on. I've been working on some things for about 1.5 years now. You guys just don't know it. You don't know it. Some things behind the scenes. Hey, Anna Pikachu Hunter. I know I missed some of your super chats. Sometimes you feel like you're breaking down, but perhaps you're breaking through. You're doing marvelous. You know, that's Shelly. That's an interesting way of putting that. And you're not wrong. Let's all travel. I like traveling. I'd love to go to London. If I ever go to London, I've been to London. I love London. I'd like to go back to London. Armine, yes. Lydia Krause, Ellie J, Estella. There's a lot of people I would really, really love to do a London meetup. It's not that big of a deal, guys. I could go to London. It's not, what is it, a 9-hour flight? I'd love to. This is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. Hey, Alabama Rose. Holly, I love you, girl. Thank you. Shelly, I think that you make a very good point about that. And thank you for super chatting it. You certainly didn't have to. April Cowan, I love it when you guys gift memberships, and you are an angel. Thank you for doing that, April. Thank you. Jeannie Hansen, the channel community and Reese mean the world to me. I feel exactly the same. I feel like I just voiced that. Thank you for saying that. And thank you for being a member, Jeannie. You're my family of choice. Love all of you. Liz Tricks, no doubt, ever in my mind or anybody else's mind. I feel like I can speak for the crowd. Thank you for being a member and for a longtime friend. Family doesn't always come in the form of DNA. I love you too, Joanne. And sadly, thank you for your super chat. That is something I'm having to swallow, and that's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't know yet where in New York, Margie Barr. I will have to let you know. I was just informed of that today, actually. Trixie, this channel, this community, and the Zoom calls have helped me change my life and helped me through tough times. Thank you all. That is a beautiful thing to say. Thank you, Trixie. I love you. I love it when you can make it to a stream. I know you're busy. Thank you for being a member. I cannot wait to chat with you in the Zoom call. I've been to Paris, just a lot of horses. Oh, wait, that's Paris, Texas. Dan, good one. I've never been to Paris. I've always wanted to go. But I've been to Germany and London. So I think that's a good way to end. We do need to discuss, I'm not going to do it tonight. Well, I can say it real quick. Our charity for the month, you are, Trixie, I know that. Our charity for the month, she's not in here tonight. I didn't see her, but you guys know DNV. DNV has been a longtime family member. Her 12-year-old son has a brain tumor. And I love that, Erica. And it's thankfully, thank you, April Cowan. It is thankfully, she says the doctors say it's curable. But that's been on my mind a lot this week. I just can't, I don't really even want to get too far into it. It'll make me cry. Just being a mom of a boy and just imagining that kind of a diagnosis for your child is not like, I can't even go there in my mind. So she is getting a lot of help from I asked her, I've been messaging with her. The Children's Hospital of Philadelphia has been helping her a lot with this. And it's called, she said, No CHOP is the acronym. So the Children's Hospital, CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And you can donate to them. It's a world-renowned hospital for treating children with cancer, like St. Jude's. Her son's name is Joshua, for anybody that wants to pray. Yeah, I can't even hardly talk about it. It just makes you think like you really don't have any fucking problems, right? Like, I may get irritated with Huxley, but my son is well and doing good, and I just would be a puddle on the floor. And DNV is really strong, but I would be an absolute puddle on the floor if something like that happened to Huxley. So I am praying for her son, Joshua. And mods, if we want to start it tomorrow, that's fine. But the hospital, the charity for this month that I will be donating to, that I would like to get donations, if you so choose, is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And that's what it looks like. She sent me that. She said, my son's name is Joshua. And so thank you so much, Shelly, for doing that. I can't imagine it either, Lisa Kelson. Thank God, truly, that the doctors have said it is curable. Like, it sounds like this child is going to live a full life. He's going to be okay. But it's it's doesn't matter. I mean, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Marilyn, my son passed 10 years ago this coming April 20th. I'll never be the same. That is so sad. And I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Marilyn. And I bet you'll never be the same the rest of your life. I'm really sorry. Baby steps sounds like I missed a good stream. We'll catch the replay. Love you, Reese. CHOP is a great hospital. He is in good hands. You would know. Baby Steps is a very skilled, experienced nurse. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for your super chat. So we will. Today is the 9th, so we've got the whole month. But his name is Joshua. If you want to donate in his name, yeah, Paula D. I can't even go there in my mind. I have no set of problems that could be that devastating, right? I'm guessing a lot of us don't. You know, it really puts things into perspective. And I really, really pray for Joshua and DNV and the family. So starting tomorrow, I'm not going to do it tonight. We'll do a whole, I'll do my donation tomorrow, but I would like to donate in Josh's name and just donate to that hospital because they are helping her so much. And that means a lot to me. Again, we're going to pick a charity every month. This is all your choice. I'm not asking you. I'm not forcing you. I'm going to donate. You can do the same if you so choose. We did that over the holidays. We picked a charity every day and I donated to every day. And a lot of you did as well. So just thank you, Hux. I heard you out there crying. What kind of things do you have to say about it? Do you know that you are a nosy ninny sometimes? Yes, you are. Oh my God, girl. Squeeze it. Potatoes. Let me touch your fatty pouch. Let me see it. Yeah, there is a link. Thank you, Shelly. Don't you guys don't have to rush to do it tonight. We are going to be pushing them all month. The CHOP, which is the hospital that we're going to be donating to. So please, I asked my dad to do an unspoken prayer for DV's son at church this Sunday. That's beautiful, Jamie Palmer. Thank you. For those that pray, say a prayer. For those that don't, send healing vibes, send well wishes, send love and support vibes. You're human. You can do that much, right? Only if you choose. It's kind of like the charity. It's only if you choose. No one's being shamed into doing it. I don't want anybody to say something like, I'm sorry, I wish I could, but I don't have the money. You don't even have to say that. You're not being outed. You don't need to feel embarrassed. You don't have to give to a charity to be charitable in your heart. So say a damn prayer, right? It's needy. It's a lot of needy. Just don't feel guilty about it is what I'm trying to say. Nobody feel bad about it. Nobody. Okay. Just understand that we're doing this to be supportive of a charity of DNV. Oh, kid. Wow, girl. That's a lot of extra potatoes, girl. Potatoes. Let us see it. Let us touch it. Don't take my face off on stream. That would be embarrassing. Let me squeeze it. All right. See you later. Love you, Tammy. And we're ending anyway. I just wanted to say that for DNV. She's not here tonight, but we will announce it and the mods will post the links for the rest of this month. That's the charity that I have chosen. I think that was a God wink. You know, when she told us about her son and said that hospital has helped her a ton, I was like, sold. That makes all the sense in the world. That's a done deal. I'm going to donate my money to that hospital this month in the name of Josh. Stream tomorrow. You better believe it, Wendy. I'll be here every day. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe, Wendy, because it's not like you're not here all the time. I hope that you'll be here. I'm thinking about you. I love you. And I hope, honestly, Wendy, I know it's sad, but I have lost a cat before too, where I heard the cat meow after the cat was gone, right? I don't believe anybody's ever really gone. I think the energy is still there. I think the cat is probably in a much better place. I hope that Fred met the cat and with Finn and they crossed the rainbow bridge together. So I hope, honestly, you hear another little meow. I will be grateful if Kid does that, because I would really be sad to lose her. Love you, Cat. Speaking of cats, we'll be here tomorrow. I'm hibernating this weekend. I don't always stream on Saturdays. Thank you, Alana. Saturdays and Sundays, because they're dead ass days, but I'll be here. I'm always here. It'll be tomorrow afternoon. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Shit ass rain. Hux and I are going to take the trash, but otherwise, no, I don't intend to go anywhere. I will be here for you guys that want me here, and you can tune in if you so choose. Renee B, I believe that he is. Calamity, I don't know what that word means. If somebody could tell me what that means as I read this, I think I said it right because I've heard it before, but I don't know what it means. Calamity will surely destroy the wicked, and those who hate the righteous will be punished. But the Lord will redeem those who serve him. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. Okay, that's Old Testament. Nancy, it's probably because you do. Okay, Abigail says calamity equals disaster. Whoa, I would have been way off. I thought it means calm, because I guess not. Wow, I was way off. That was not being a good Scientologist. I love you, Kat. Thank you for saying that. So chaos will surely destroy the wicked. Oh man, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, Geoplanet Jane. Those who hate the righteous will be punished, but the Lord will redeem those who serve him. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. That makes a lot more sense, and I like it a lot more now that I know what it means. Abigail, thank you for that. Wow, very fitting. You've always got really good scriptures. Thank you for super chatting it. I appreciate that so much, babe. I love rain, but it is because we don't get much. I know you don't. I remember the last time it was raining there. Hey, K-Fig. And you were all cozied up because you were enjoying the rain. I love you, baby steps. Thank you for the super chat. It's good. It's okay. We'll just stay in tomorrow. I've got so much cleaning to do. I don't mind rain. I'll probably heat up some of the beef stew I made and get to work on some laundry. But I will be here tomorrow afternoon. Please hit subscribe. Sometimes you get unsubscribed by YouTube. Just check to make sure that you are. I love you guys. Thank you tonight. This was a really good stream. It felt very heartfelt for me. You guys were so engaged with me. K-Fic, it's good to see you, babe. Thank you for that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the gifted memberships, April. That was really kind. And Abigail, too, at the beginning. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being members, guys. Huxley and I very deeply appreciate it. It helps us. It helps to keep me going. So I appreciate it so, so much. I will see all of you tomorrow. And sleep well, everybody. Love you guys. Love you, Abigail. Thank you again for that scripture. Mods, thank you for being here and keeping us safe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Here comes Fred.